Shalom. But I give all praises and all honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of the great millstone that taught us this truth, peace, and salutations to the hopeful elects. Shalom. This is your Hebrew Israelite brother, Mashaba, here in the city of Detroit. Okay? Welcome to today's lesson. Today's lesson is on Joel chapter 3. Okay, starting at verse 3. Okay. Which is what the title is going to be. The title is going to be, and they have cast lots for my people. Okay, that's going to be the title of the video. And it's true. They have cast lots for the children of Israel. Okay? You see? We're going to go back up here to verse 1. Because that's what the nations have done. With Psalm chapter 83. All of the nations have taken counsel against who? Us, the Israelites. And their goal is to, one, completely eradicate our Hebrew heritage from us. Steal our birthright and just completely exterminate us. And they're hoping that they can get the birthright back. They can't. You see? When Esau sold it, he despised it. Okay? He despised it. He didn't even care about it. You see? This verse 1, for behold, in those days and in that time. What time? Talking about the time of the siege. Okay? Talking about the time of the siege. Back then, that siege and the siege that's coming for America. You see? And for Jacob's troubles. When I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. You see, the southern and the northern kingdom. We're right here. You see? Right here. You see? Our people went through the siege back in ancient days, but we're going through the siege again. This time here in this Babylon, America, okay, where they're going to have to undergo what? Having the electricity to go out. If when Putin, not if, but when he decided to use his supersonic nuclear missiles, and he put nuclear warheads on them, if he just put one nuclear head on a missile and shoot it over America, and it detonates at 300 miles up, that's going to cause an EMP. An EMP is an electromagnetic pulse detonation, which shortens out all the power, electricity, natural gas for cooking and heating, running water, which would also affect the computers, switchboard operations, which would also affect the sewage, the pumps for the sewage. You see, so many different things would be affected. And by this is going to bring down what? The collapse of American society. You see. Plus, you got the American dollar that's ready to collapse. You see. There's a lot of things that's happening, which is going to put America in such disarray. You see. Verse 2. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat over there, over in the Middle East. Okay, over in the Middle East, near the Euphrates River, but right now, over there in Gaza and Israel, Lebanon, Hezbollah is about ready to go start warring with Israel as well as Lebanon, because the Israelis keeps bombing and attacking the Palestinians for an attack that Hamas did. And what Netanyahu is mad, and so he just going after killing Palestinian men, women, and children that didn't have anything to do with the attack that Hamas perpetrated upon the Israel. Now remember, all of this is part of the 75-year occupation of the Israelis over in the Palestinian land. You see, and all this is causing issues. Okay, they moved in, declared themselves the authority, with having the Americans' technology of weaponry, and they just started bullying the Palestinians. That's what they've been doing. You see, now they're over there killing them, just killing them, and we'll plead with them. Okay, plead with them there for my people and for my heritage, Israel. Okay, whom they have scattered among the nations. You see. Now let's go back up here. And will plead with them. Okay. Right now, what's happening to Israel, the Israelis, and the Palestinians, and Hamas, and all of them over there, remember, whether on the right-hand side or the left-hand side, nothing happens. Nothing at all happens unless the Father, Yahweh, has written it in for it to happen. So whether on the left-hand side or the right-hand side, all that is happening is set to happen. Okay? It's said that the deaths, the killings, you see, all this that's going on, the war crimes that Netanyahu is committing right now on the Palestinian peoples, you see, the crimes against humanity, these things is all part to play out. It's part of the pleading that the Almighty Yahweh is doing with all flesh. Wait till when Yahweh shall get here. Isaiah chapter 66, verse 15, I think that is. It might be 65. Sometimes I get it confused, 65, 66, Salakia. But the Lord, when he gets here, the slain of the Lord shall be many. When he gets here, he's going to plead with all flesh with fire. That means the word plead means to judge. To judge. Okay? To judge. That's what they're talking about. To judge. With them there for my people and for my heritage, Israel. And the real Israelites, we sitting over here in America and scattered all around about watching what's going on over in the Middle East. Because we know, those of us that's in the truth, we know that when Yahushua gets here, he's going to take care of all that. Okay, he's going to take care of all that. He's going to destroy and overthrow all governments and all nations and overthrow all militaries and destroy all false doctrines. So many of these churches and stuff and all these different things is going to be leveled once the chariots start firing thermonuclear lasers, direct energy beams from the chariots. Once they gather all across the skies, it's going to be so many chariots, you're not even going to be able to see the sun, the sky. There's going to be so many chariots of the Most High up there. Okay? Whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. You see? You see? And parted the land of Israel. That is the land of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And they have cast lots for my people. And they have. You see? They've gambled to see who can destroy us the most. But all of the nations have taken part of counsel against the true children of Israel. You see? And so, and have given a boy for a harlot. You see? Have given a boy for a harlot. Just for a short time of having fun for a harlot, and sold a girl for wine. Just so they can get drunk. You see? You see? Traded the boy for the harlot so they had to have fun with the harlot. And when they got tired of her, traded her for some wine so they can just get drunk then. That they may drink. You see? Let's read that inside the NLT. They threw dice. You see, cast lots. They threw dice. They gambled. They threw dice to decide which of my people would be their slaves. You see? That's what they thought of us. That's what they did concerning us. They traded boys to obtain prostitutes. You see? They traded a boy for a harlot, traded a boy so that they can get them a prostitute, so they can have their sexual fun with her right quick. You see? Then once they got tired of her, ass, they sold the girls. They sold them for enough wine so they can get drunk. To get drunk. You see? Whoops. You see? That's where that went. Okay. We'll see where to go. Behold. Oh, back down to 1. Okay, get back down here to 3. Okay, because I wanted to tap onto that. Okay, I wanted to tap onto that and get some precepts out of that. I want to get some precepts out of that. What we got? And okay, we got plenty of precepts. Let's read some of these precepts. This 2 Chronicles chapter 28, verse 8. And the children of Israel carried away captive of their brethren 200,000 women, sons, and daughters, because when the time come, all the many different peoples that you see out there on your job, in the streets, your neighbors, your friends, and your family members. Many of these people are going to be caught up in a siege, and they're not going to know what to do, and they're going to be slaughtered. They're not even going to understand why and what's going on. We're going to know. We're going to understand. You see, the majority of these people are going to perish, especially those that seem to have so much time to do everything else other than to come and learn this truth concerning the Lord, concerning Yahweh. Remember, they are those that are cloaked with strange apparel. Okay, they have strange apparel. They're Zephaniah chapter 1, verse 8. They're wearing strange apparel. So they're going to be destroyed. They're not cloaked with the word. You see, they're not cloaked with the word. You see, flat out. You see. And took also away much spoil from them. Stole the gold, the jewels, the diamonds, the rubies, precious stones. All these things were sacked and stolen. You see. Many things were stolen. You see. From the temple. You see. They made bronze statues and plaques of how the Romans went in and stole many of the religious artifacts and different things. You see. The menorah and many of the different gold and silvers and different things that was inside of the temple was stolen. You know. Was stolen away. And brought the spoil to Samaria, to the heathen nations. You see, brought to the heathen nations. 2 Chronicles chapter 28, verse 9. But a prophet of the Lord was there, whose name was Oded. You see, Oded. And he went out before the host that came to Samaria. See, that's what we're doing. We're letting this world know, being prophets of the Lord, teachers of the Lord, sheep of the Lord's flock, we're letting the world know what's being done here in this world of corruption is being exposed, and the time is coming when it's going to be no more. It's going to be destroyed. It's going to be abolished. Wait till when the time comes. See, right now, all these people, they got all these different distractions and different things that's messing with them, keeping them from doing what? The right thing, to pay attention to the Lord. They can't even hear the Lord. You see? and said unto them, Behold, because of your fathers was wroth with Judah, he hath delivered them into your hand, and ye have slain them in a rage that reaches up unto the heavens. You see? It's reached the whole host of heaven. What this red devil, Esau is Edom, has done to us, and using in combination the rest of the nations that have worked against us, to battle against us, they all shall fall. Amos chapter 2, verse 6. Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Israel, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof. See, the Lord, he's not going to turn away the punishment. Many of the things that's going on in the world is all going to play out as part of Jacob's troubles, because it's all going to lead to the collapse of this world and this Esau is Edom kingdom, you see, that we've all been held captive of right now, spiritually, held captive by lies, deceit, dishonesty, distrust, discord, all these different things. It's holding us all in the pearl, you see. And so, because they sold the righteous for silver and the poor for a pair of shoes. You hear that? For a pair of shoes. Now, it's amazing how during the days of slavery on the plantations, remember, they used to take our skin. They used to take the skin of the slaves. They used to take our skin, and they used to make shoes and boots with our skin to cover their shoes, their boots, our skin. They used to make jackets and coats made of our skin, hats, wallets, and ties made of our skin. You see. Obadiah chapter 1, verse 11. In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces, and foreigners entered into his gates, and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou wast as one of them, because Esau is Edom, working with the other nations, have allowed the other nations to come in and just do what they want to do to us. As to the reason why the Arabs, Chinese, North Koreans, and all of them, they can come in and set up a liquor store, a gas station, a beauty shop, a chicken joint, a Coney Island joint. They can do all these things, but we can't. Edom has made things available for them to do what they want to do concerning us in our neighborhoods, but we can't. That's why. And then we hold ourselves back because if a black man do this, manage to get a store, we go and we scrutinize all the different products, but we go in and just buy the white man's products, but we'll scrutinize the black man's products. You see? You know? So that's all part of the curses that's upon Jake. All right? Nahum chapter 3, verse 10. Yet was she carried away. She went into captivity. Her young children, talking about Israel, her young children also were dashed in pieces at the top of all the streets. Talking about us. During the time of slavery, it wasn't safe for a black man off a plantation. You had to watch it. If the master allowed you to go off the plantation, go do this, that, the other, you had to hurry up, scurry back. You can't get caught out there because other white men and other white youths will take it upon themselves to do what they want to do to you. If you a so-called black man or black woman, you see. It wasn't that some slaves ran off. It's just that they had to keep running because they couldn't turn back. Because there was a mob running behind them of white people out to get them. You see. And they cast lots for her honorable men. You see. Honorable men. Many honorable so-called black men have been destroyed, burnt, tied up with wire, hanged by their neck, with the legs kicking with fire up under them, burning them alive while they kicking, and while white men stood off at 3 yards or so, taking shots at them, picking off their arms, picking off their legs, shooting up the upper body for fun while they burning and they hanging and suffocating and dying. These are just some of the fruit of many atrocities that's been done to the honorable men of Israel. And all her great men were bound in chains, you see? Chained up. Okay? These are things that have been done to us. They cast a lot for thy people. Revelation chapter 18, verse 13. And cinnamon, and odors, and ointments, and frankincense, and wine, and oil, and fine flour, and wheat, and beasts, and sheep, and horses, and chariots, and slaves, and souls of men. These are all the things that are taken away, that's going to be taken away under the siege during the time of Jacob's troubles, when you cannot get no more shipment of food to come into the warehouses for the truckers to bring the food from the warehouses to the stores, to the gas station, to the convenience stores, to the party stores, to the grocery stores. When there are no more food on the shelves and the straggling little bit of food that is there, you have to pay what do you call it? A bricks dollar. You have to pay a bricks dollar amount for it. You see, because it takes 55 American U.S. dollars to pay for one brick dollar. And so if an item on the shelf is $5, well, then you got to time that time 55. That's how much you had to pay in U.S. dollars once this whole collapse of the American dollar thing happened. It's going to be a horrible thing for many, many people. It's going to be a sad thing for many, many people. Okay? And so, Lord's willing, we're going to go ahead and end the video off right there. Lord's willing, you were edified by today's lesson. Lord's willing, you were provoked to thought. Hopefully, you've seen some precepts in this video that you can use to put together with some precepts that you have, so that you may be able to put together a video, a lesson, that you may feed the sheep. Because as good shepherds of the Lord, one of our most main important job is to feed the sheep. You see? If you love me, then feed my sheep. As Yahweh said to Simon Peter. You see? And so, and also, I'd like to take the time to remind you to press the like button. Okay, press the like button. That helps out for the algorithms of the YouTube channel. And also, if you don't mind, press the subscription button. If you haven't already, go ahead and press the subscription button. Go ahead and press the subscription button and the notification bell. So that way you will receive special notification alerts each time that I release a new video for your spiritual edification. Okay? The water. And so we'd like to give all praises and all honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rekakodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of the great millstone that taught us this truth. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect. Stay up, brother. Stay strong, because we ain't got long. We ain't got long at all. Shalom to the hopeful elect.